Welcome back. Let's read our next problem statement, problem number 7. It says find out all the pending payments orders in March 2014. So we have been provided orders data and we have to find out all the orders that is of pending payment status, and that too in March 2014. And then it is provided that order date format is in Unix timestamp and the input file is Parquet file that is stored at below HDFS location. So it's a Parquet file. So let's load this file into my Spark shell in the data frame format and let's see what all columns it has. So I'm saying spark.read.parquet API. And then I'm going to provide the input path that is provided in the question, and then finally let's try to use .show to show few of the records from this Parquet file. So this is the format of my Parquet file. It has order ID, order underscore date, order underscore customer ID, and order underscore status. Now let's try to read out the question further and understand what needs to be done. So in the output requirement, it says that the result should be saved in this HDFS location. The output should be order date and the total pending order for that date, and the output should be saved in JSON file format. There should be total of 4 files in my output, and then they have provided the sample output which says the order date and the pending order for that particular date. So let's see the solution for this problem. So first of all, we have to say spark.read.format. Format is Parquet, and then use the load command. You can also simply say spark.read.parquet and the input path, that will also be okay. Both the ways are right. So the first thing that we are trying to do is we are trying to convert the order date from Unix timestamp to simple date time. So let me show you the result for this operation. So can you see my order date has been converted from Unix timestamp to YYY-MM-DD format. Okay, so that is how you can do that. So once you have the date in the right format, okay, the next thing that you wanted to do is, so you have to filter out first of all your data based on that date that is provided in the question and the status that is there. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm filtering my data where order date is like 2014-03 and order status is pending payment. Okay, once I have this filtered out data, the next thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to calculate the count of orders for each date. So that's why I'm grouping the data by order date, and then I'm applying the count operation on top of that. So the next thing that we have to take care of that is in the sample output, the column name they have provided is order underscore date and the pending order. So you have to rename your count column accordingly, otherwise your question may get wrong. Okay, so that's what I'm doing next. So I'm renaming my column with the use of with column renamed API, and I'm saying I wanted to rename count with the pending underscore orders column name. Okay, then finally I'm saying dot collace operation. Why so? Because in the question it is given that we wanted to have our output only in 4 files. So we wanted to coalesce our output to 4 files. So that's what we are doing it here, so that we have exactly 4 files as our output files. And then I'm saying dot write dot format JSON and then save, then the HDFS location. So this is my complete question and it covers all the output requirements that is provided in the question. So now let's try to run this question on the Spark shell. So here I am under my Spark shell and I have pasted all the steps that we have discussed. So let me run this solution now. So my solution run fine. So let me go to this HDFS path and check our results. So as you can see, I got .json file and I have exactly 4 number of files because I used the coalesce operation in my solution. So let me go and check the content of one of the file just to be sure. So I'm using the .tail command to see the output of my content. So here I got the order date and then the pending orders for that particular date. So you could see that all my orders date belongs to March 2014 only, and then my column name is also changed. And so that was the solution for this problem statement. Stay tuned. Let me see you in the next lecture where we will solve the next problem statement for our practice test.